How would you describe the relationship between you and your brand, or you and your agency counterpart? What is one or two elements of the relationship, be it trust or open communication, that was the most important to the success of your campaigns?
Trust is huge. I found, you really need to be able to deliver for your clients and also have a really wonderful working relationship with them. And to know that, especially as a creative, that we're not out there just to do creative for creative's sake, but we're out there to understand that brand and do great creative that's going to help, ultimately move the needle for the brand and get people to engage with it and enjoy it and think better of it. So, as a creative lead for, Cheyenne Tequila, that is, a big responsibility that I don't take lightly, and that is, letting the client understand specifically why we're doing what we're doing, and even furthermore, showing them and talking to them about, what are the goals out of each piece of creative, and there's a lot of organic growth within any given campaign, and we're more and more looking to, what's going on in the webosphere for any given campaign, if we're getting lift in certain areas and being able to react to that, and all the while keeping them informed of that changing landscape, while at the same time being a tyrant in terms of creative excellence, making sure that things are consistent and really tell that story arc what we want to for a given brand or vehicle.
Great. What about you two?
I would say, I would say, much as I'd like to say that everything we do is brilliant and perfect every time, it rarely is. So, we have a great relationship, and I think there's an expectation we're going to get it wrong some of the time, that things aren't going to work the way we thought they would. And as John mentioned, some things are going to work completely in a different way. So the fact that people were videotaping the video wall in New York and posting it to the web and increasing the reach and frequency of that program outside of New York was a huge bonus. So, there's always going to be some rough and some smooth. Some things work, some things don't work, but I think we feel we have the confidence to try things out and to get things wrong and learn from them and improve stuff. We're not always dependent. If we get it wrong, that's it, you're fired. So.
But I would say two things, too. Honesty, again, it sounds very trivial, but honesty is, for me, one of the most important things. I think a lot of times when things don't work, often it's the client's fault. It's the client's problem. Either they don't have their objectives or strategies clear, they're not as honest or forthcoming with information to their agencies, but also a client has to feel comfortable in the relationship to be able to tell, without necessarily yelling or screaming, tell the agency exactly what is working or not. And I think we have a really good dynamic with Goodby where they can come and they tell us what they think and back and forth, and it's a very healthy discussion. The other thing I think is it goes back to brand, at least for me. I never want to be in a situation where I'm with an agency because they just want my business, as opposed to, obviously there's always an element of that, but I think a true understanding and love for the brand. I'm crazy about the IAB brand, and I think Goodby feels the same way, and obviously they're a creative shop, so the brand itself is sort of near and dear to their hearts, but I think we all really get in the room and we really care about this brand, and we just, we really are attached to it. I think that helps a lot.